We like to pride ourselves here at CUNY that we're still a startup and that we are always innovating and always changing everything. We're at school, we are aware that our field needs constant change, and the belief behind today and the Knight Innovation Awards is that we want to reward innovation and also discuss innovation and how we need more of it in our field. And here was this guy who came in with this non-stop fountain of ideas and enthusiasm and brought an injection of innovation into an old fusty publishing house that we desperately needed. Since then, Bill has gone on to start 125-ish companies. An attitude of looking for problems and trying to solve them. An attitude of looking at new things in the world and trying to see opportunity in them. And that's what I think we have to bring to journalism and bring more to journalism. So Bill's going to launch the day off in keynote because he's the best innovator I know.
It's an honor to be here. I think that the startup form is one of the most incredible ways to make positive change on the planet. It's an incredible organizational schema to get people together to rally and have equity stake and do very important things. So first on the idea. There's the novelty and differentiation of the idea. It's how new is it, how much of it has not been done before. How much truth is there in the idea that no one else has seen before? Another example of idea is competitive differentiation or competitive moats. Are there things you can build around your idea to protect other people from copying? When I look back at our companies, I often see some teams that were really, really effective. Also, adaptability was another factor we saw in various of our teams. On the business model, on the funding, and on timing. So timing actually mattered the most. Timing mattered the most. Team and execution mattered second. The idea was actually third. Business model was fourth, and funding was the least of the top five. If you make something that resonates with the mind of the customer, you can have that big impact. First, in coming up with ideas, my best method, the one I would recommend, but there's many, many methods, is look for ideas everywhere, and especially things that matter to you personally. The only way to make it through those tough times, if it's something you're passionate about, it's the only way I think you're going to be able to live to that next moment and find that new turn, find that fork in the road to make the company successful. I also think it's important, if it matters to you personally, that you can be a good judge of the idea itself. Test everything, test every variable, test your offer, test your proposition, test your product, test everything, try everything different. Again, that's the core thing that you can do as a small company, as an individual against a big company, is out-listen them. There'd be a mom walking down the aisle, picking up the boxes in the software aisle, and looking at it, looking at the back, and even had a fold out, reading it, and then putting the product back down and walking away. That the reason people weren't buying is they couldn't figure out if it was for their child or not. We tried to come up with something that would convey to the parent that it was actually for their child. And we ran this by our sales force, and they said, can't do it. It will never sell. There's only 4 million people of each age range, 4 million children of each age. So by going for such a narrow audience, you can't do that. It took off like crazy. We sold 20 million copies. It took off like crazy. Because with that, there's, this is a caricature of different personality types. But these different personality types exist in a company, and they need to exist in harmony.